Thanks for joining us for another edition of Weekend Winners. We've got a smaller program compared to normal this Saturday night. Only the 8 races, but action gets underway at 5:40. All in all, it's a good program. We've got the open class performers and we've got a Trotters Mobile as well. That's all in front of us this weekend. In this episode of Weekend Winners, we are going to speak with Adam Sanderson and Brendan Barnes. Well, joining us in the hot seat is Adam Sanderson to go through his 3 drives for Saturday night's card of racing. Adam, appreciate the time.
Always my pleasure talking to you, Chris.
It's good to know the MVP from Monday you were, Clarkey. He comes up with gate 1 in race 1. Does he have enough gate speed to hold a forward spot and be a threat here?
Yeah, for sure. You know, if I want to, I can get him going early and sort of pick and choose who I want to hand up to. So that'll be the ideal scenario if that pans out. Yeah.
Does he still know how to win? Because it's been some time between victories for him.
Yeah, it's been a long time actually, and his last couple of starts have been encouraging. He had a few issues and we've sort of ironed them out, and his last 2 starts have sort of been like the old Clarkey. So, his best is good enough. It's just, as you say, if he still has that will.
So this race looks ideal then. He's showing a return to form. He lands gate 1, and there's no real standout in this race. So you give him a good shot.
Yeah, for sure. The draw helps. He's never been blessed with good draws in his lifetime. So the draw helps, and the right run and luck will play a big key. But he's definitely good enough. All
right. Well, that's race number 1, Clark. Here, good push there. Let's go across to race 7. Gate 1 again here. Cardles from Heaven. Is it fair to say he was probably unlucky not to win last time out?
Yeah. I was in the race and he looked good to the eye, just seeing him flash home, and watching the replay, he got held up a little bit, and his last 100 was real good. So yeah, you could say he was unlucky.
Okay, now he's got barrier 1, he's got a good known leader on his outside in Key Largo. Is that the ideal scenario here? Hand over to Key Largo and get that perfect trip behind the speed?
Yeah, probably that does look ideal, but if we can hold the lead without sort of doing too much, that wouldn't worry me either. He's versatile, but Key Largo, he's always a good one to follow, and if he gets us to the lane, I'm pretty sure we're the one to beat.
It looks like there could be some early pressure here. When you look at some of those runners drawn towards the outside, they're likely to roll forward.
Yeah, it's when you look at it, it actually has a bit of depth, this field. So a couple dropping out of some good races and out of the free-for-alls and back into this grade. So they're always tough to beat, but if we get the right run, I know we're good enough.
Okay, the last race 8, you're driving 10. That's how we roll. He's one of those horses, he can be a little bit inconsistent, hard to follow, but this race may set up nicely for him. At West Point, I'm sure you want a good solid tempo from him up front.
Yeah, for sure. He's the type of horse that relies on luck and how the race pans out, but as you say, this field looks like there's a bit of speed involved, so if the last quarter's the slowest, he's always the one finishing over top.
Is it just a matter of finding the right horse to follow here over the latter part?
Yeah, pretty much. He can't sort of present too early. So if he can get the right card into it and be the one finishing over top, that's how he likes it.
Okay, what did you think of this most recent run?
It wasn't too bad. Sectionals were good, and the speed up front was just it made it impossible for the ones out the back. So he's going good. The start before that was good, and he's a horse, as I say, it just relies on luck.
Okay, well, 3 good drives there, a couple of good draws as well with Clarkey and Cardles from Heaven. Which is the pick of them?
I thought Cardles from Heaven, the way he's going, he hasn't had a lot of luck in his starts, and on paper it looks like he gets his chance.
Excellent stuff. Really appreciate the time, Adam. We'll see you trackside.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
Brendan Barnes is joining us now to go through his 4 drives on Saturday night. Brendan, appreciate the time.
No worries, Chris. Thank you.
We start with race 2, the Art of Infusion. This guy looks like he's getting back to winning form because his last couple of runs read okay. He's got a nice trailing draw here, 2 off the second row. Do you share my confidence?
Yeah, his last 3 runs have been really good. We're really happy with the way he's going, and sort of with the right trip, he's pretty close to winning.
Is he better at the mile, or it doesn't really matter? He's versatile.
Yeah, he's pretty versatile. I think if you sort of drive him on the speed, he's better at the mile, but it sort of, it doesn't matter if you drive him with cover, I don't think.
Okay, looks like there's going to be good pressure in this race. The front row looks good, so it looks like it's going to generate a pretty strong tempo, so that's set up nicely for your guy.
Yeah, for sure. There's a couple there with really good gate speed, and hopefully they both have a dip early, and we can just sort of, bide our time and get a bit of luck.
Yeah, that last start third was good. It was against an in-form horse, so he is hoping that you can have some luck there with the Art of Infusion in race 2. Pacific Drums in race 3. He lands a front row draw, albeit wide. Are you happy that he's off the front line?
Yeah, he's probably a little bit down on fitness this week, and so we probably won't look to do a lot with him. We'll just sort of go back and drive him with cover, but there's a few speedy ones inside him, so even if he was probably ready, he probably wouldn't be charging out anyway, but he's capable if he gets a bit of luck.
Okay, well that's key information, knowing that he's not completely wound up, so we can follow him with this run under his belt, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well that's Pacific Drums in race number 3. Rock with Sam in race 6. This is the Open. It's only a small field. It's going to be tactical. Just looking at it now, does it sort of look like you'll be outside of Northview Hustler?
Yeah, that's probably what I thought, and if we sort of were there and there doesn't look to be a whole lot of sort of tempo there, Northview Hustler likes to get it pretty easy, and he's racing better than ever, Rock with Sam. So yeah, I'd sort of be happy to be there, and he should. I think he'll run top 3 for sure.
Yeah, these small fields can be tricky to sort out, but if Northview Hustler's in front and you're parked outside him, it looks like it'll develop into a sprint home, so it's a good spot to be up on tempo.
Yeah, definitely, and from there we should be able to sort of hold our spot and be pretty handy and, yeah, get in the money.
Is Northview Hustler the horse to beat in saying that?
I think so. Like, he's quite capable horse, and we all know what he can do when he's sort of in front with it and gets an easy quarter, so yeah, he'll be hard to run down.
Yeah, Major Cam's the other one. He was really good winning last time out, and the small field's going to suit him as well.
Yeah, for sure. He's just sort of got to hope there's not sort of too much steady tempo and there's a bit of speed mid-race, but it sort of doesn't really look like that on paper. There will be a lot of speed, so yeah, it just looks like it's going to be a dash home. Yeah,
it looks a good race, that one, race number 6. And race 7, this is a good quality lineup as well. Franco Landry, he looks so good going back-to-back in his first 2 Queensland starts. He's been a little out of sorts at his last 3. Is he capable of a bounce back here?
I think so. I think he just sort of got knocked around a little bit from a couple of them tough runs, and sort of being a stallion, once you sort of get him flat, it's quite hard to pick him back up. But he's looking a lot better and feeling a lot better, and his work during the week's been really good. So I think we'll drive him for sit sprint, and he's definitely capable. Okay, well that's interesting to know, because we've seen him up on tempo in those 2 wins so far. So you feel he's good enough to come off the speed and still win? I think from how he felt in his second trial, I actually think he feels like a better sit sprinter. But obviously you sort of can't knock what he did in those 2 wins. But yeah, I think if we can see him come off the speed with a good trip, he'll show his best racing then. And just looking at those to your inside, Cardles from Heaven, Key Largo, Secret Agent Tycoon, they're likely to run the gate, so there should be good early speed here. Yeah, it should be pretty even throughout, good genuine tempo, so hopefully we're not too far back and we get our chance. Okay, some key information there. Of the 4, which one do you look forward to most? They're all going pretty well, but Rock with Sam's one of my favourites, so always looking forward to driving him. Okay, we'll put the ring around him. Race 6, number 4, Rock with Sam. As always, Brendan, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside. Thanks, Chris.
A big thanks to both Adam Sanderson and Brendan Barnes for their thoughts and intel for this weekend's meeting. Looking for a good thing on Saturday night? I think there's a fairly open sort of card, but I think we get the money early. Race 1, number 5, Handsome Hero, and we might get each way value. This guy's been going really well without any luck. The draw's a little sticky on paper, but he might be able to make his own luck here. The stable's in good form. Chloe Butler's driving in super form. Of course, she's one of our Team Teal ambassadors here in the Sunshine State, so I'm keen on him. Race 1, number 5, Handsome Hero. If you are gambling this weekend, please do so responsibly. We'll see you trackside.